If the cuckoo does not sing, kill it. Bruce became a mercenary for the Takeda clan, a lucrative way to make some coin. He continued to complete quests for anyone who would pay. His main objective is to challenge worthy opponents of the realm, but the question is he strong enough to take them on and win? He's about to find out. Hello and welcome back to Shokuho and the Dreams of Legends submod, and we're here at Minoa as we are actually going to do a little bit of smithing. I did install a new mod, yes, I did install a new mod which removes the stamina because I hate that. So obviously we're going to be doing a little bit of smithing, hopefully in this episode. I am gonna, well, actually, you know what? We're going to do some right now, but there is also something that I want to do. I want to do the tournament here. I want to do, well, actually, wait a minute. Hello. Do I want to get this guy? Oh. No, actually, no. We're not going to do that. Basically, what I'm going to attempt to do with this particular character, with Bruce, is I'm going to try to get Steward skill, obviously. Steward skill, as you can see right here, is doing really, really nicely. It's leveling up very, very well. We've got a great learning rate on it. Same thing with medicine skill. Now, what I'm hoping to do is get Steward and Medicine really, really high so that Bruce can basically just do those by himself. And then we're hopefully going to be able to get our hands on a Scout. So some companion that can do scouting. And then we also obviously want to get someone that can do engineering. Maybe if we can get Bruce to a high enough level, we might be able to max out engineering as well on him. Because, let's face it, why would we want to waste attribute points in intelligence if we're not going to take advantage of it? I mean, personally for me, I think that having a trifecta of Steward, Medicine, and Engineering on one character is extremely efficient. I think it's really, really fun actually to do that as well. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's not going to work out, but we'll try it, right? We'll try it. And otherwise, we're just going to go into the smithy here. We can obviously smelt some stuff now because I did actually purchase some hardwood here just now for about 800 gold. Yes, 800 gold. So we are going to... We don't have unlimited stamina. Oh, no, never mind. We do have unlimited stamina. It just takes, well, let's just say that it is taking a little bit of stamina every single time we do that, but it's okay. Anyway, we could just do a little bit of this. I'm gonna just do that. There we go. And now we can just refine a little bit more. I'm obviously it's gonna take quite a while, isn't it? Yeah. It's going to take quite a while because we don't have any points in it. Yeah, we don't have any points in it. So we are obviously going to have to make that a little bit of a difference. We're going to have to level up and maybe get a point in it or two. The problem, you see, this is the issue with many times when I play this game. I just want to spec into everything because everything is so very useful for any particular character, especially with this one right now. We obviously want to try to use a bow because we didn't really use a bow in the previous series, as I said, and it would be very, very fun if we could maybe try to get some kind of extra ranged capability for us. Now we do have a couple of named troops here, and look at this, we actually have a shield available. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, usually we're not going to see a shield, but yeah, we're seeing one right here, and let's see what we can do. These guys, whoa, okay, wait a minute. This guy is actually meaning quite a bit of business right here. I'm a little bit worried. About dealing with him. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, no, it's okay. We should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That is what we like to see. All right. I was very worried because he was running at us like he meant to steal our toast or something like that. But yeah, he was absolutely, well, on a tear of some kind, and I really did not want to face him in a one-on-one. Hilariously enough, now facing another one of these guys. But is that the same guy, actually? Maybe that was the same guy. I don't actually know. I can't remember his name now, but there you go. Anyway, let's see. Oh, okay, we got bows. Okay, we got bows. This is actually perfect. Nice. Nice. There we go. Give me that. Give me that bow skill. Thank you very much. This guy is going to win, I'm pretty sure. So let's try to gang up on him a little bit. Nice. He's got loads of HP, as you can quite clearly tell. There we go. He's dead. Now we can hopefully get this guy. Nice headshot. Let's try to do a little bit of evasion. There we are. There we are. Nice. Yes, evasion. 100% dodge. Wonderful. That is exactly what we want. And then we've got the final round. Give me a bow, give me a bow. Okay, they didn't give me a bow. Okay, well, that's kind of unfortunate. Nice little thrust to start things off. Unfortunately, not from behind, but that's all right. You know, we can always get some thrust from behind a little bit later on. And there we have it. That was very simple, wasn't it? That was very, very simple. It kind of makes me wish that I'd gone for the perk that provides me with additional renown when we win tournaments. But unfortunately, I haven't gotten the ability to do that yet. Yes, I highly doubt I'm actually going to be even taking advantage of it, to be honest, because at this point, we don't really even need or want to go into tournaments any further. Most of the time, I would do tournaments very early on, and that's pretty much all you need, you know? That's pretty much all you need. Anyway, the thing is, do we want to go for armor weight, or do we want to go for weapon handling? Well, that's the thing. If we want to increase our speed, which I personally would like, considering I already have swiftness, then I think what I'm going to do is I will take form-fitting armor, despite the fact that I do think that Fury is really, really nice. I think form-fitting armor, especially for someone like us who needs to dodge, right? We don't really have that much in the way of survivability. We don't have a shield. I mean, you know, technically we don't have a shield. We do have one that we just looted from the tournament, but how do I equip this on here? Oh yeah, I do equip this on here. I don't actually, wait, that's a banner. Okay, yeah, I don't actually have the ability to even use it, to be honest, so unfortunately we won't be able to make good use of it, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that too much. Now, there is a person over there that I would actually like to fight, but unfortunately I don't think we have the troops for it. It would be fantastic if we could, but as you see, he has 133. We have 53. Yes, it's very unlikely, isn't it? Yes, it's very, very unlikely. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to attempt, if I can, to head over to Edo, because there is actually something very, very nice that I'd like to do there. Hopefully get ourselves a workshop. Might be able to make some pretty good money there if we are able to get a workshop. And now, I've not done this before, but someone actually mentioned this in the comments, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, we should probably test it out, shouldn't we? We should probably test it out, see what is going on. Maybe it's going to be fun. And if it works out, then that's great. Then we can get our hands on a little bit of extra cash without having to put ourselves in harm's way, because, I mean, let's face it, for mercenary wages, we're going to have to get into battles, yes. We're going to have to get into some battles. Okay, so let's have a look here. I'm still looking for a scout. Unfortunately, he is not going to be joining us. Let's take a look at this. We can maybe, yeah, we can get some samurai. Why not? And let's take a look. Okay, so what do we want to go for here? Well, let's just take it. What do we have? Root vegetables, tea leaves, rice, and more rice and fish. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what workshop is really going to help us out here. The soy brewery, sake brewery, or armor smithy. Any of these. Oh dear. Okay, I'm guessing we're probably going to go for the sake. I think that's probably going to be the best thing. I don't think I can afford this. Yeah. 28,782. I'm never going to be able to afford it, unfortunately. However, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to sell everything that I have here, including this helmet. So we're going to do that for 9,500, and you guessed it, that does take us over the threshold. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It takes us over the threshold for being able to afford the sake, and hopefully we're going to be having a nice thing going on here. So let's actually do that real quick. There we go. Wonderful. And this might be a bit risky, because for me personally, I don't really like workshops. I'm not a big fan of workshops in general. We have fallen ill with measles. Look at this. We've fallen ill with measles. I don't actually know. Do we have a high percentage chance from dying from that? I mean, as an adult, technically, kind of. It's kind of dangerous like that, but yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. Ah, now what do we have here? Oh yes, we have our first vassal battle. So I did end up recruiting a handful of extra troops just before we left, and we're gonna see what we can do. This guy is outnumbering us. As you can see, he has 88, we have 60. It might be a problem. We might not be able to do this. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. All I'm really banking on here is that he has no ranged troops. If he has ranged troops, we might have some issues. However, I am very much banking on me being able to murder things. That's it. I just really want to be able to murder things as best as I can. Now, the question is, do I actually have anything that is going to be super useful to any of our people? 2% damage by cavalry troops in your formation, plus 30 riding skills of troops in your formation. Those are the only cavalry-focused perks that we have here. Apart from... Oh, we do have nomadic traditioners as well. You know what? Let's actually swap me over to the cavalry right there. I think that's probably going to make slightly more sense. And we are going to... I could tell them to auto-delegate. I don't know whether I really want to do that. Probably not. Gonna just tell my forces just to kind of hold position over here. I am going to be attempting, as I say, to try and do as much damage as possible to the opponent. We've got a pretty decent horse now, so we shouldn't really have any excuses. No excuses for me right there. Now let's see if I can do something. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, can I get a little bit more? Yeah, well, yeah, very literally a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Maybe we could do something. Yes. Nice. Okay. We're not getting kills. So this guy must have some really good perks to prevent his forces from dying in one hit, because we're doing above 100 damage. That means he has some perks that provide him with HP, or provide his troops with HP. Okay, we got to be a little bit careful here. I could actually die here really easily. These guys have guns, so that's a problem. I'm going to try and kill this guy if we can. Okay, we can maybe do a little bit of damage. I'm kind of hoping that our archers will do some damage. We can actually crush through with this as well. This is actually quite nice. There we go. Yes, they did die. Okay, that's great. Okay, so now the question is, what is actually going on with these guys? They're doing some weird maneuvers right now. I'm not entirely sure why they're not just immediately charging at us. They could technically overwhelm us very simply with their numbers, but they are proving themselves to be a little bit weird. I don't know. This is kind of... Well, this is actually kind of killing their chances right now. This is literally killing their chances right now of being able to kill us, because they don't have unlimited troops. They are kind of just letting me wear them down, and bit strange, I gotta say. Bit strange. I guess I mean, to be fair, I don't know why I'm complaining. Am I complaining? No, I'm not complaining. Thank you very much. No, I am perfectly happy with this. I just need to do some damage to this guy. There we go. Nice 59 damage against him. Perfect. Now the question is... Ooh, hello. Yep, that's a problem. That's a problem. Don't get shot in the back now. Don't get shot in the back. We can. It can happen. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start moving our forces ahead here, because I'd like to get my people a little bit of experience. I think that would be quite nice. And also, I wouldn't mind... shall we execute this guy, by the way? I feel like we should execute him, because we have better Oh. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that, actually. I thought to myself, I'm just going to run in here like I have many thousands of times before, and yeah, Well, that's what happened, yes. Well, my forces should have this in the bag. Emphasis on should, because... As you can quite clearly tell, we did actually end up just losing quite a few people from that initial charge, because they do have spears, of course, and the spears are obviously very effective at just stopping, just dead stopping these cavalry from going in there. But thankfully, it does look as though, thanks to the fact that they were so incredibly indecisive, we should have this... actually, you know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not going to work. No. I think we're okay. We're okay. We are going to end up losing quite a few people, though. I'm kind of wondering, where's my medicine skill? Where am I actually not getting my medicine skill leveled up at all? No, it doesn't seem like it. Not right now, at least. I kind of... well, I suppose it's not too bad if we end up losing a handful of troops, because as I said, I do want to try to swap out some of the Ashigaru as we need to, because samurai units are going to be inevitably better for us in the long run. But look at that, we're losing a lot of people right now. Very harsh, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, as I said, It's going to give me a really, really nice amount of renown. We're going to have the ability to take this guy prisoner too. And there it is, 13 renown for us, 18 influence too, which is going to be exceptional for our mercenary wages. Now, the question is, do we actually want to execute this guy? I actually feel like I do really quite badly want to execute him. He's only 18 though, it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad, but the question is, he has, wow, look at his stats. His stats are insane for an 18-year-old, that's crazy. Yeah, oh, that's pretty terrible. Okay, you know what, I am actually going to be... I think I'm going to be taking him prisoner, and I'm going to execute him. He has really good armor on, you see. That's the problem, you see, right? Because obviously we have better executions. That means I can loot our enemies when we execute them. I obviously have no idea whether that's actually going to work, because I've never used better executions. I think maybe once before. So I'm going to take him prisoner for now, and we'll just see what we can do with it. Now, otherwise... really, really nice that we can take all these prisoners. And what we're also going to do with these is we're going to just sell all the Ashigaru, and we're otherwise just going to be keeping all of the samurai units. And then we're going to be converting them to our side. That's the idea, at least. But yeah, we ended up losing quite a few people. Thankfully, we did get a lot of very, very nice wounded troops. Wounded troops are going to be the name of the game here, because they are going to provide us with a significant amount of medicine skill as they recover. So that's obviously the whole deal. Ah, very nice. I actually got some new shoulder pads. That's great. Okay, I like it. Do we have anything else here? No, doesn't seem like it. All right. Yeah, that's obviously fine. Most of these weapons are going to be dedicated to our smithing journey, of course. And we can just move on here. Okay, so now we have to be very careful. I really don't want to, no, I don't want to get taken prisoner, all right? I don't want to get taken prisoner. Minowa is right there. So technically, I should have this in the bag. But as we know, there was another guy attempting to raid this village. I have no idea where he went. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. 1,100 we're getting from probably mercenary wages. Yep, as you can see, mercenary wages. Our workshop income is only 81. I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be a little bit more than that. And otherwise, peasant saddle we can sell for 200 per one. That's fantastic, actually. Okay. Yes, Sumpter horse. Going to buy a whole bunch of these. Probably a whole bunch. Well, so many that I've actually just now taken all of them. Well, that's quite funny. Okay, so the question is, do I want to take any of these? No, I think I'll probably sell all of that. We're going to keep, as I said before, we're going to keep all the weapons. And then, shall we sell all of the armor? Yeah, why not, right? Why not? That's going to give me a load. Yeah, look at that. 10,000 in cash. I absolutely love it. I really, really enjoy the economy in this particular mod. I love the economy because it really makes you feel as though you're getting something for your efforts, you know? It really makes you feel like you're making progress in comparison to, well, sometimes in the base game. The base game is a little bit variable, shall we say. A little bit variable. But yeah, every single time you go into a fight here, you do seem to get some really nice stuff. Anyway, we're going to just get all of that. 10,500, how can I say no? We have a suspicious merchant quest as well, which is absolutely perfect. We also have, look at that, ransoming the prisoners. I mean, I technically could get 2,700 for this guy, but I am going to execute him in just a second. I actually want to find out what happens. If people start to hate us as a result of me executing him, then, well, so be it. We'll just have to make do with that as best as we can. We got a skill point at roguery too, and look at that. I do have one focus point, so I am going to be getting that into smithing. Like I said before, we will want to create our own weapon. I'm not going to put too many points in smithing. I think I'm probably only going to be putting like, what, 3 points or something like that in it. I don't really want to go super hard on that, and we are otherwise going to be getting hard knock here. Hard knock is really, really good for the +3 hit points to infantry in our party. I can't say no to that, thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, otherwise, apart from that, let's go and execute the guy. I'm actually going to just save real fast because I'm a bit paranoid about crashes, so by the way, I think that one of my mods was causing crashes in the previous episode, so that was the reason why that happened. Otherwise, let's execute him. We're going to be getting some relation with some people, and we're going to be losing relation with others, by the way, so yeah, let's do it. Wow, Look at... What did we just get? We just got charm skill, I think. We just got charm skill. Yeah, so there we go. We executed him, and look at that. We gained all of his gear. We gained all of his gear. That is a fantastic... I love this mod already. Okay, so yeah. We have just gained 29 skill points in charm, 7 skill points, and 1 skill point, respectively. And now it's completely maxed out. I just leveled up 6 times. If you could believe it. I leveled up 6 times. Okay, yeah, so this is... Well, there you go. This is a very, very nice way of doing that. Okay, so yeah, the question is, do we want to get virile for 30% more likely to have children, or do we want that +3 renown when a tournament is won? The question is, does that matter to me anymore? Do I need 3 renown? Not really, right? So I think virile is probably the way to go here. Do we want to get engineering skill? Well, eventually, I guess, but I'm kind of thinking right now that I would like to get maybe another point in bows. Maybe, well, another point in charm, probably. I mean, let's face it, it's probably a good idea. 30% increased influence from battles. How can we say no to that? Should I just get more charm in general? Should I just get, you know, more focus points in charm? Because if we execute more people, we're going to be getting more relation, which means more charm skill. That sounds pretty cool. I feel like maybe that sounds pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's go for some more leadership skill while we can. I'm speccing into everything again, aren't I? Yes, I'm speccing into everything. I am an idiot. I know. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. Let's go for some more vigor. Let's go for some control skill. And I think that's probably going to be it, right? Yep, I think that's probably going to be it. Smithing skill is actually really, really good, though, for the points over here. Vigorous Smith, for example. And there is also one a little bit later on called Enduring Smith, which would allow us to get +1 endurance, which would be amazing. So... maybe we do want to put more points in it, but 3 points in it at the moment is probably going to be enough for us to do what we want to do. And let's go into the smithy and actually do that, shall we? So let's just see what we can get. Oh, actually, wait a second. Let's not do that just yet because, yes, you guessed it, we obviously have the guy's gear that we just got. Look at this. Look at this. This is what he drops from us. Look at that. Look at that. We can actually equip that immediately. His gloves as well, extremely nice. Unfortunately, his helmet is not that good. So I just beheaded a guy for nothing, basically. But well, no, so it's not actually for nothing because as you can see right there, we can literally put this horse armor, which is worth 18,000, by the way. If I literally wanted to sell it, then I could, and we would be getting a significant amount of cash as a result, which would be very, very fun. But yeah, some extremely, extremely good horse armor. And we also have some very nice boots as well. So I'm going to be equipping that as well because why not? I mean, might as well do that because our others are slightly heavier. And yeah, might as well, right? I mean, there's no downside to that. And we can otherwise sell all of this, I think. Yeah, might as well. I mean, 7,700, that's really, really good. And now I'm thinking to myself right here, do we want to... Can I purchase some more hardwood? Yes, let's purchase some more hardwood while we can. Let's go into the smithy. Do a little bit of smelting action. There we go. Oh, wait. Did he... He actually dropped a katana... Yes. He did drop a katana, didn't he? I actually almost forgot to equip that. Yes, there it is. This is much better than what I was using, so there we go. And a Vengeful Wakizashi, that is actually what he had as well, but as you can quite clearly tell, I'm not going to use one. I'm not going to use one, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, we are otherwise in a great position here. I think I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to sell it, okay? I'm not going to sell it. We've got 21,000 in cash. So I think that's more than fine, and we can just sell, well, not sell it, smelt it, and then we're just going to go here and just get some additional smithing skill. Unfortunately, still not getting very lucky with this. Kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, let's actually just take a quick look here. I'd like to go with a Nodachi here. Let's go and get one of these. I'm just going to try and see if I can... Oh, we need wood for this? Really? I guess the handle, right? Yeah, I guess the handle is wood. Okay, yeah, that is my bad. Oh, well, never mind. We won't be able to create one just yet. but hopefully sometime soon. Let's go and do the Suspicious Merchant quest while we can here. It's actually amazing how much stuff we've had to do in this area. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be a bit of a problem as well because I'm going to need to wait here for some time. Hopefully, do we have enough time? 13 days. Okay, that should be more than enough. And you can see here, look at that, my medicine skill is leveling up like no one's business. Look at that, it's actually really, really nice. Look at that, 31 already, 32, and it keeps on going, really nice. And what else do we have here? Civil War has broken out. Okay, wow, Civil War has broken out in this place. And these people are led by those guys, and the rebels demand that their lands be allowed to secede from the kingdom. Whoa, okay, so civil war is happening. That is very dramatic, isn't it? Yes, very, very dramatic indeed. Now the question is, do I want to get these militia peasants? Yeah, not really, actually, if I can help it. Not really. Oh, dearie me. Alright, okay, that is a bit of a problem. As you can see right there, Minoa is now infected. I'm not entirely sure what that means, because I stayed away from the other town that had that kind of problem, so I guess we're going to be having a bit of an issue. Obviously, as it said, I was actually infected with measles, so that is a bit of a problem too. And you're coming with me, sir. Alright, let's do it. I'm still needing to regenerate a little bit of HP, but yeah, we'll just have to make do with what we have. The question is, are my measles going to make a difference to our combat effectiveness? Well, it doesn't look like it, to be honest. As you can see right there, my horse should be basically impervious to damage now. I feel like I don't even know what, riding Optimus Prime or something, but yes, it feels like that, at least right now, because the horse is so incredibly well armored. I feel like I'm the paper bag now, because beforehand my horse was dying relatively quickly, but yes. Well, actually, wait a minute, maybe I should feel a little bit more confident, because we have really good armor on now, don't we? Yes, we did actually gain some really nice armor, so maybe I should feel a bit more confident about that. But yeah, you can see here, look at our wonderful, wonderful archers doing a great, great job, as expected. Yes. Is it expected? Well, I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Sometimes I would say yes. Other times, probably not. But yeah, these are just looters, of course. They are not that difficult. We've got 7.4 Renown, actually Influence, sorry, and that is really nice, actually. And look at this. Oh, these actually require war mounts. Okay, yeah, we're probably just going to continue. I'm not going to go for the gunners, despite the fact that they are primarily... Should I go for gunners? I don't really like going for gunners when I'm not supposed to really be... I don't want to use the same kind of units that I used in my previous series of Shokuho, so I am just going to go for the tier 4s. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the tier 4s, because despite the fact that the gunner ones are, well, they're going to be slightly better from a number of different, well, perspectives, but yeah, we're just going to be going for this. I only have one war mount, hilariously enough, so that's really not going to do much for us. But yeah, look at the amount of stuff we can get from this guy. Yeah, we're going to be able to sell this for a really, really good price. Now, the problem with being aligned with the Takeda right now is that we, well, the town is not that far away. Maybe I can make something happen. Okay, let's actually go over to Kofu here. We'll see if we can maybe... make it there. Let me actually just see something real quick. Okay, yeah, measles is reducing our HP by 8, our maximum HP by 8, and as you saw, deep cut was healed, so that is also very, very nice. Oh, we actually had someone die from malaria right there. Okay, that's kind of harsh. And as you can see, we are okay. Yeah, he's just giving some things to people, you know. Okay, so I think I should probably go in for another duel, right? That's probably what we should do. Yeah, it feels like a good idea most of the time. A figure awaits in the distance. What kind of figure is it? Well, that's the question. Is it going to be the princess again? The Ooh, hello. This is, you know, the atmosphere in this mod is absolutely fantastic. Just look at the surroundings. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so the question is, aha, this guy is going to be very, very difficult in my opinion. He looks a little bit tough. I will fight with a katana. Let's do this. What is he? Oh, he's using the bow staff. Okay. He's fast. Is that just me? It feels like he's quick. Okay. I can only do 3 damage? Really? Whoa. All right. We just about got him. That is actually insane. This guy was extremely, extremely difficult purely because of his armor. His armor was making a massive, massive difference. Okay, so the question is, what did we get? Did we get anything really amazing like we did last time? Yeah, we did. There it is. Wow. Look at that. 25,000 from that. 25,000 that we can sell. That is amazing. That is really, really good. And we might be able to... no, we're not going to get anything from there. Ah, hello. Oh, yeah. Hello there. This is who we want to get. This is who we want to get. Oh, yes, we do. What a crazy, crazy guy. Look at this. This is exactly what we want. Okay. This is just perfect. All right. Let's do it. He's going to be extremely expensive, by the way. Yep, 19... 19,000. Okay, good. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Why not? Why not? You know? We're going to sell all of this stuff as well. Actually, wait a minute. No, we shouldn't probably... Oh, no, he already has really, really good gear. But I'm going to give him this because this is much better than what he was wearing beforehand. And we're just going to sell that. So, unfortunately, we are going to end up taking a pretty significant loss. But I think it's worth it. Just purely because, I mean, how can we say no to a companion that is literally this well statted? He also has a really... Yeah, look at this horse armor as well. Yeah, he's got great, great stuff. So I am going to just sell the rest here. Just try to make a little bit of cash back. And obviously we do have a number of other things that we can sell here too. I'm not going to... There we go. I'm not going to sell any of my smithing goods. I'm going to sell the miso. Wow, look at that. 360 for miso. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, there you go. All right, so 8,500. Very nice. Let's go into the smithy here. Maybe we can do something. No, I still don't have any wood. Let me see if I can buy some. Yeah, loads. All right, 76. Fantastic. Alright, so I have kind of done a little bit of something here, so we'll see what we can do about this. I mean, obviously, we're going to be crafting... Oh, I got a balanced one. Really? Okay, I got a balanced one instantaneously. That's actually really... Huh. Why did I not get any skill for this? I didn't get any skill for this at all for some reason. I don't actually know why. Okay, there we go. We did get that. Got a dull one. You've learned how to make 9 color variations of crude long handle. Okay, well, that's great. What? That is insane. Okay, wait a minute. Look at that. We literally just gained another whole bunch of things that we can make here. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, wait a second. I actually really need the blade, if at all possible. I need a blade discovery. There we go. We got a blade discovery. I can actually make this. I want this to be slightly longer. Thank you very much. Okay, let's do that. And did we got a dull one. Okay, kind of unfortunate. Look at that. Minus 10. Wow, minus 10 stats on every single thing right there. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to immediately just go over here. Efficient charcoal maker is, of course, what we'll get. Shall I go for another point in this? Or shall I go for another point in charm? Another point in something? Another point in bows? Well, not really just yet. I haven't really done anything on that. I think smithing is probably going to be the way to go here, because I would like to, as I said, get enduring smith. That would get me some very, very nice endurance attribute boosts. So I think that's kind of nice. Let's see what we can get here. We're going to get some samurai. I need to make sure we're getting that, and let's just wait here for a little bit of time. I actually might do something a bit funny. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but I'm going to try and level up my medicine skill in a, shall we say, somewhat artificial sense. I'm going to see if it will work, actually, first of all. But let's just level up my smithing skill somewhat here. And then maybe we can get... Yeah, nice. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, wait a second. Let me actually just do a little bit of this. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we want. We want this. And we're going to be creating this. There we go. And I can do something like that, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way. We can only do 3 of these. There we go. 9 color variations. Dull, and dull. Okay, kind of unfortunate, really. But it's all necessary, you see. It's all necessary for a very, very good reason. We need to create stuff to be able to then, you know, unlock additional blades and so on and so forth. And obviously it is going to take quite some time for me to be able to earn the, well, the difficulty level, shall we say. Look at the difficulty of this thing. This is actually just crazy. So we can get 2 skill points for this, which is really, really nice. Look at that. Another, wow, actually a pretty good amount of skill points already. And we can just do that. Oh, look at that. We got all the blades. Okay, we got all the blades. This is fantastic. Okay, so what we can do now is I can literally create something that would provide us with a very significant amount of swing cutting damage. I would like, let me see. It seems like these are just basically straight upgrades. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. We're going to do the tier 4 one. I cannot do the tier 5s, unfortunately, because I don't have Tamahagane steel. So that's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. But I don't even have the fine steel. No. I don't even have the fine steel. That's so sad. Oh, well, never mind. That is not that big a deal, because what we can actually do is, if I want to, we could literally just go and purchase this powerful Tachi here. And literally just, I think we could probably get fine steel from that. I'm gonna literally buy it. I think this is way too expensive for what I'm gonna get out of it, but I kind of want to see whether it's actually gonna give us that. Yeah, it does. No, it didn't. Oh, now I'm sad. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, not that big a deal, I suppose. 3,500 is definitely not anything to sniff at, but where we are right now, with the ability for us to generate so much cash, we don't really need to worry about it too much. We're going to be going for Curious Smelter here. This is... Actually, do I even need Curious Smelter anymore? I don't think I even do, so I think Steelmaker is going to be the way to go here. Well, I'm kind of hoping that our wonderful Caravan Master isn't going to get completely murdered by bandits. He did just get attacked by them, so hopeful that he's going to survive it. Anyway, you may be wondering, okay, what's going on with your troops? Yeah, so my troops right now have literally just been starving. That's it. They've literally just been starving. I decided that I was going to do this wonderful strategy that I found out about, or did do, in one of my other series, and I kind of thought, yeah, let's do it, you know, let's do it. So what we're going to do is literally just get a bunch of food now, and all we're going to do is just sit here for a little bit. Because this provides us with medicine skill. As you can see right here, we're going to be leveling up our medicine skill quite quickly just from me sitting here. I didn't even have to go into a battle or anything like that. All I had to do was just get rid of all my food, get my people wounded. I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to get to 50 in medicine skill just from this. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but we might be able to make it. Now, what I'm primarily hoping for here is to get to 75 medicine. That's going to be our main goal, of course, because medicine is, well, it's going to be very important later on down the line. Well, it looks as though I literally got so lucky that I managed to craft a masterwork Nodachi, which is, that's very lucky indeed. That is very, very lucky. This is what I was doing, basically just tier 3 blade. Generally, I think that the curved blade is slightly more my thing. I personally prefer the curved blade a little bit more, but it does provide a little bit more weapon reach, so that's quite nice. I was obviously going for a tier 4 guard here, just purely because what I wanted to try to do was generate as much skill as possible, as many skill points as I could possibly get my hands on. However, by mistake, I basically got myself a masterwork Nodachi, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to be equipping that. It is very much better. It's doing 102 cutting damage in comparison to 77. So it is extremely, extremely nice. And indeed, I might be able to even give this to my friend here, and I think that is actually better than what he had before. So we're going to be giving him that. There we have it. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, now one thing that we've got to do is I'm just going to smelt a couple more things. I'd like to get to 75. There we go. Okay, we finally got to 75. That is perfect. And then we can do a little bit of this. The question is, no, I think Steelmaker 2 is definitely going to be the way to go. We don't want Curious Smith, even though Curious Smith is usually the way to go. But we've already unlocked pretty much everything that we could require. My lord, there is something I wish to discuss with you. Your men say there's little to eat. Actually, that was a strategy, sir. That was a strategy. It's okay, though. We are never going to run out of food ever again, because I don't think I'm going to be doing that strategy again, but we'll see what happens. Okay, this is a perfect situation for us, though. What is going on here? Look at this guy. He's only got 286, and he's attempting to siege something? Yeah, I think that's a little bit misguided, but I suppose we will find out soon. I'm pretty sure he's going to run away from here. Ah, never mind. All right. Okay, so what they're actually doing is that they are starving the garrison out. Yes, they are actually starving the garrison out. That is extremely interesting. I have never seen the AI do that ever before. I think I've seen them do that maybe one time in my entire time playing Bannerlord, which is hilarious to actually see that. I don't even know. I can assume that maybe I've seen it happen more often, but I cannot remember for the life of me. There is no memory of me seeing that ever. So that is a very cool thing. Wow. I guess they will do that if the particular garrison doesn't have loads of food there, and they'll literally just do that as a probably one of the most efficient ways of capturing something, of course. Now I am going to attempt to do as much damage as possible with my two-handed here. Going to try to level this up pretty nicely. Yep, very nice. And this is much better than the katana, that's for sure. Look at the amount of damage and the amount of level ups we're getting as well. Absolutely perfect. Can we do more? Can we do more? Yes. Telling my forces to charge in, of course, as well. And the funny thing is, the amount of experience that I'm getting for this, right? This pales in comparison to what we would get if we were facing a Vassal or something like that. That's exactly the reason why I'm kind of hanging around here, being a bit of a nuisance. Maybe we'll be able to, we might be able to even capture this other guy and, well, do something to him. Yes. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to do something to him. I mean, you can see here that he still has a... Oh, yeah. Do you want to go in, sir? Come on. Should we go? Yes. Come on, man. Yeah. There we go. We're going in. We're going in. Let's do it. All right. This is absolutely perfect. I am loving this. All right. Let's see. Decapitator. Plus 6% head and shoulder damage while wielding a two-handed weapon. Or on the edge. 3% swing speed with two-handed weapons. Okay, so the question is, I feel like 6% head and shoulder damage while wielding a two-handed weapon. Okay, I'll give you my honest opinion on this, right? Like I normally do. But yeah, generally, I love the fact that they are replacing perks that are not necessarily the most useful. Like, for example, as far as I remember, this perk is in the base game a 5% increase to axes or something like that, or 5% increase damage increase to axes and maces or something. I don't know, something along those lines. But this is definitely a nice way to go about it. However, I would definitely say that this is not that useful, unfortunately. I'd love if it was, but 6% head and shoulder damage? I mean, I think the shoulder damage, yeah, that's definitely going to be useful. But head damage, that's not really going to be that useful because most of the time, you're going to be doing massive critical damage against the head. So 6% increase on that isn't really going to do much. So as a result of that, I will be taking on the edge, even though it's very much appreciated towards the mod team that they changed this perk from the other one. It's very, very much appreciated. I love the fact that they've done that, and it very much helps us in a variety of ways. But in this case, the particular bonus isn't that amazing, unfortunately. Anyway, otherwise, apart from that, in Steward skill, we're getting a 20% increased production rate to our workshops, which is actually going to be nice. Great, yeah. Hopefully, it's going to get us something more than... we're getting 125, which I suppose is not that bad. But yeah, it could be... Maybe it could be better. Anyway, we are going to be attacking. We're going with the militia. I'm a bit worried about this, actually. I'm actually quite worried about this because... Going in here, we might... Oh no. Yeah, this might be problematic. Oh dear. No, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's all right. Maybe it's all right. Okay. Let's just be very, very careful here. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that the crash that we had in the previous episode was caused by super speed. So I'm being a little bit careful about utilizing it, but no, never mind. The enemy is actually coming towards us very, very aggressively right now. I'm quite surprised at that. I actually thought they would be... Whoa. Hello? What? What just happened? What just happened? What was that? Did you see that? Whoa. Wow. Okay. I have no words. I have no words to describe what was that. What? I feel like retreating now, actually. I feel like retreating and, I mean, my forces literally just got absolutely slaughtered as a result of this, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, I did block that, but apparently I'm going to assume that this polearm, this particular polearm has the ability to crush through blocks, because my one does the same thing. So I'm assuming that's what happened, and it does make sense. I mean, to be honest, that makes all the sense in the world. I really want to be in here when he defeats him. Can I do an auto-resolve against this guy? Yeah, I can do an auto-resolve against him. I suppose that's going to be the best course of action for us. And there you go. We do get to take him prisoner. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take advantage every single time we can. Whenever there is the ability to do so, I will take advantage, because that's what the AI would do. That's what basically anyone would do at this point. Okay, so we do have... Oh, yeah, we've got some decent-ish level ups here. What do we want to do, though? I think we might go for... Mounted, I guess? Mounted units? Yeah, I guess we'll go for some mounted units. And, yeah, alright. Yeah, we're just going to leave some of these prisoners behind as well. I don't really want to take them all. And we do have these. Okay, so the question is, this guy is definitely going to need some upgrades. Yep, there we go. We could give him a polearm as well instead of the Wakizashi. Let's give him this polearm. That's going to be extremely nice, actually. Wait a minute. Is that better than what I have? No, not really. Yeah, look, it does crush through. Look at that. See that? It crushes through. I wonder whether the Yari does the same thing. Yes, it does. So these actually crush through. So this actually... Oh, that changes things. That changes things so dramatically now for me, personally, because I am now no longer going to think that I can parry a guy, you know, barreling towards us at the speed of light with his wonderful polearm ready to murder us. Yeah. So I'm no longer going to do that. I will be much more careful in future. That is... Whew, I like it. I like that change. That is a fantastic, fantastic change because it makes no sense that someone would be able to block your lance if you're traveling at 3,000 miles an hour. No. There's no way. Why would anyone be able to do that? Absolutely impossible. So yeah, anyway, there you go. We are going to make our way... actually, we're not going to make up... Oh, quest timed out? Oh, yeah. Quest timed out. It's because Minoa was actually... It's because it was sick. It's because they were sick there, and I didn't want to go inside because of that. Okay, yeah. Well, whatever the case, it doesn't really matter too much. We can do a quest for that guy at some point in the future, and we'll be good with him once again. So the question is, do I want to execute this guy? Yeah, I kind of do actually. Look at this guy's stats though. He's the ruler. What? Really? Is he really the ruler? I think he is. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to execute him. Let's do it. What are we going to get for this? Let's have a look. We're going to get massive amounts of... Whoa, we're going to get so much charm skill. Actually, wait a second. Can I get more? Oh, no, I am... yeah, okay. We're just going to have to deal with this. We're going to get so much charm skill. I was kind of hoping that we'd have a little bit of extra focus point to spend right now, but yeah, no, we don't. So let's do it. Execute him. There you go. We got 138 charm skill. 138 charm skill. And there you go. A Monarch advocates. That was literally the Monarch himself. We did get a whole bunch of his gear as well. We got this. Very nice horse armor. We got... what else did we get? I'm actually unsure. We got this, which is not that good. Okay, yeah, no, we didn't really get anything super amazing from him, surprisingly enough. We did get this, which is a very nice katana, but unfortunately still not as good as what we were using. I could potentially give this... Yes, I am actually going to give this to our companion. There we go. He's got a nice upgrade right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And otherwise, apart from that, we could give him... Yep, he's got some new shoes. That's great. And then what else do we have? Is there anything else good for him here? Yeah, we can give him this. I'm pretty sure I can get him better, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get him something better. But yeah, that is, I think, it. Oh, actually, wait a second. I think this is actually better than what he's using. Yep, this is better than what he's using. There we go. And I think that's it. Okay, the question is, do we want to give him a new horse? I don't think he even needs a new horse. Does he need new horse armor? No, he doesn't. He's wearing good horse armor. And I think we're fine otherwise. Yeah, we could give him this. That's 56 speed. Are you serious? Wait a minute. The lean one. 56 speed. That's crazy. Isn't that really good? Yeah, let's give it to him. Why not? There you go. All right, so we did get some amazing stuff right there. Not as amazing as what you'd expect a ruler to have, but still decent. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually purchasing a bow. Yes, I'm actually, doubling down on this a little bit, even though I don't yet have the skill to be able to use it. So we're just going to lock it right now just to make sure I don't sell it by mistake. And we're otherwise just going to be... my bad. Yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. I don't want to sell any of the weapons at the moment. I'm going to just take this, and we're just going to sell all of the armor instead. That's going to get me... Yep, there we go. We're just going to only be paying 2,500 for it, and we can even get rid of the horse armor as well, so we can even make a little bit of cash here. So that's very, very nice. I like it. Otherwise, we will just get some meat and some root vegetables and so on and so forth. Do we have any sumpter horses? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Let's get some of those, and there we have it. So we literally just did a very, very nice thing right there, where we gained so much stuff. I did gain the devious trait as well, of course, but that is to be expected. Nothing really to worry about there, though. The Honjo Rebellion has managed to defeat the Uesugi and carve for themselves a new kingdom. The Uesugi are forced to accept their independence. And there you go. Wow, okay. Some pretty big moves happening right there. Okay, so yeah, otherwise, what I'm actually going to do, we're making quite a bundle from our caravan, which is wonderful. Our mercenary contract is okay still, not too bad, and the workshop is okay, you know, it's alright. And otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to end this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.